Hey everyone, it's the beginning of episode 8. Stoked for today. We're gonna work on the door. Boop, 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 boop. What do we gotta do? I'm heading to the space right now, and what I'm gonna do is lay out all the pieces of wood we got yesterday so I can see what it's gonna look like with all the gaps in between. I also wanna think about what we could put in those gaps for more decoration. I've also got an event that I'm gonna go to tonight at Culture. They're doing a pitch thing, and I really wanna see what other people in Sacramento are working on and inspired to do in our city. After that, Evan is gonna come over and bring his mom. His mom wants to help out with the project, as well as one of her coworkers named Sakan. They have some ideas for the hardware and the track system, so I'm gonna meet with them this evening and we're gonna go over that. That's the only real plan for today. Oh, maybe also trying to figure out the frame for the door. So that's the plan, and let's see what we can get done today. All right, so I just set up all the pieces of slats just because I want to see, one, does it fit that frame? And also, how does it look and feel with that much space in between each board? I didn't do it perfect, but when we actually construct it, the idea is to have the gap be the same as the width of each board. So these are about 1.5 inches, and I'm thinking the gap could be that big as well. I like the way it looks. And this doesn't have to be the final, right? Like, we could spend today and we could think about like what we could put in between or how we could decorate it or whatever, right? So this is maybe just a starting point, and over time I think we can make it look more decorative or personalize it to fit the music space that we're building here. So let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, yeah, so I think our next move is we want to frame it. I think maybe we can make a trip to New Home again or Home Depot, and we need a piece of wood that's gonna be the top, the left, the bottom, and the right. We wanna frame it. That'll help us make it more secure, see how heavy the whole thing is gonna be, and figure out how we wanna attach the boards together. Do we nail it? Do we wanna glue it? And we also need to figure out, hey, do we need to cut the top so it's not bumping into the exit sign, and so it's fit better to the frame that's already existing there. That's our next move. Let's teleport now. All right, so I forgot to mention that I met with Benoit this morning. Benoit's from Bigger Than Us Arts, a really cool nonprofit that we collaborate with every chance we get. We met up to talk about 2 grants that are due next week. 1, the Dennis Mengers Fund for Young Artists, and 2, a Sacramento Youth Night Event grant. That one is for $50,000, and the Dennis Mengers Fund is a $5,000 grant. So we talked about that, and we're definitely gonna apply for it together. We just need to come up with a bunch of cool ideas for events that we can do next year. And Evan has some cool ideas for what we might be able to do.
Dia de los Muertos for 2025, or Sac Pride 2025, Sacramento Film Fest, where we get kind of young artists, young filmmakers around Sacramento. We just set up a projector and we just have people showcase their films right in public. Music, food in the park. We just get a whole bunch of food trucks and we just have music and burgers and hot dogs.
What about oysters?
Or oysters. This is where it gets interesting for me. Yoga night and hot chocolate during midterms and finals. And so for students who are stressed about finals, it's just a day to just relax, de-stress, and just drink hot chocolate. Vocal on the Green, where we just have a choir festival right in neighborhood park. Screamo music and rage night, where essentially we get some screamo bands around Sacramento, and we give each person a golf club. And we just have a bunch of just equipment laying around, and while the band is playing screamo music, everyone just has their golf clubs, breaking everything. Motivational speakers, we'll get motivational speakers to kind of speak to this audience, so to kind of discuss kind of the joys of kind of working in the Sacramento community.
Lunchtime.
We have been buying wood for the past 2 days, but now we're gonna finally have the best moment of our lives. We're gonna eat at Scott's Burger Shack. I'm excited.
Sacramento's best murder burger.
Ah! burger. Look how...
Evan's soda is bigger than his entire head. All right, so this is kind of cheating, but I wanted to blast out some ideas for the youth event night thing.
Sourdough meal and a soup.
Even though I'm not a kid anymore, I thought it would be fun to blast out some ideas that I would have done when I was in between the ages of 11 and 18 or whatever. It's Final Fantasy night, it's goth night, bubblegum night, where there's like a bubblegum buffet and a $500 prize to whoever can do the biggest bubble. Weird prom, it's scooter party. It's like bike party, but for Lime scooters. Sound splat, it's like a paint fight, or maybe like Holy. Coffee punk night, ice cream soup night, breakfast for dinner night, Christmas in October, art party. Let's start a band night where it's like speed dating, but for bands. All right. Let me know what you think of those ideas. New boards for the frame. Pow! Orbital sander, Woodstein. Scroobies. All right, so it's the end of the day. I didn't get through all of the door stuff, but tomorrow we're ready to sand the rest of the slats and to, I think, stain them. I'm gonna have Evan, his mom, and Sukan here tomorrow, I hope. And we're gonna work together on building the door, getting it all prepped, getting it put together, and then we need to explore hardware. We were gonna meet up tonight to go over a lot of that, but I'm actually gonna head to a rad pitch event hosted by Culture here in Sacramento. I just want to be, I want to be out there and I want to support and I want to see what other people in Sacramento are working on. So I'll give you an update on how that goes and I'll see y'all bright and early tomorrow. Peace. See you in the next video. Evan, working hard. Evan's got some ear issues. He washed his ears, but let's see if oh, there's a spider in there.
No, you can't say that.